AI Code King always bringing us the blood clot. Ooh.
Hi, welcome to another video. So, there have been some pretty good new upgrades to Aider, and I wanted to talk about them. I also wanted to talk about a new configuration that I'm using, where I use Gemini 2.0 Flash Thinking as an architect and Gemini 2.0 Flash as an editor, and it works really well. So let me tell you everything about it. But before we do that, let me tell you about today's sponsor, NinjaChat. NinjaChat is an all... So,
Yeah,
let's
I'm
first
sorry,
talk
I'm
about the
not in the mood for
major new
NinjaChat.
upgrades.
I talked about NinjaChat. So for those who don't know, I'm not sponsoring them, nor do I want any sponsors on this channel. I try my best to limit the ads. It's never something that's going to hinder the experience on this channel. That's my goal. I don't aim to I'm gonna just leave that to the side. NinjaChat is a fucking website that allows you to have all the AI models and LLMs. I think I could be wrong, but AI models at your fingertips, so you can utilize all of them for none other than $10, man. So if you want to make sure that you can gain access to it, I'm pretty sure AI Code King got a link in the bio below. I won't. I ain't gonna lie to you. I'll probably have his link in the bio, but I personally won't. Mammoth AI too. Mammoth AI is the same exact thing, but you can do it with both AI models and large language models for a whopping $15 a month, I think. Yeah, $15, one of those two. But Mammoth AI and Ninja Chat AI, they're both models that allow you to use all AI models all under one hub.
After the
So
last video I did, there have been 3 new releases. The first one after my video added a new way to use Aider in your editor. This is a new thing. So, let me explain it a bit. What this feature allows you to do is start Aider with the watch files flag. And what it will do is start watching your files. It will allow you to write your task as a comment in your file and just add an AI plus exclamation sign at the end of that comment. Aider will take in that task and change the file as required based on the task. You can also ask it to change a block of code by starting a comment like this and ending it where the block should end, and it will just change that block. So, that's also good. You can also give it long form instructions like this as well. So, that's also good. Apart from this, it also added support for new Amazon Bedrock Nova models. Another thing is that if it runs the test, or even the run command, it will now take in the non-zero exit codes and ask Aider to fix the issue caused automatically. So, that's also good. There's also some trivial other stuff as well. Then, in the next release, it added a new copy-paste mode. The copy-paste mode is basically the apply clipboard edits option that you previously had, but it is a more interactive option that allows you to basically do back and forth pasting between a web chat interface. It is also much more automated. So, as soon as you add a file to Aider's context, it will automatically get copied to your clipboard. Then, when you copy the response from a chat interface, it will automatically notice that as well.
Oh, okay, because I was about to look that up. I was really about to look that up on another site. ChatGPT has its own GitHub repo, by the way, and I was looking at sandboxes. But let me see, Aider update Reddit, because Reddit always got the latest. Months ago, trying to understand Aider. Oh, there's nothing new. Okay, Aider update. Paste in an error or GitHub issue, refactor code update. Yeah, basically the same thing he just said. I'm not gonna click on it. Golly, I'm clicking on everything but the video.
And you just need to hit enter to make it apply the changes. So, this could be very handy if, for some reason, you pay $200 for O1 Pro. So, you can use that to work on some hard stuff, or you can also use it with the free tier of Claude and stuff like that. Another thing is that you can now just pass in your API key within the aider command with an API key flag and the provider name, and it will set that API key as your environment variable, which means you don't need to run a separate export API key thing every time. So that's good. And you can also set some other environment variables as well by using the set environment option.
I don't really have experience using API. I know it sounds crazy. I usually let someone else handle that side, so I've never liked working with it just because it's something you always gotta throttle. Um, like I don't like having to query through, and if you're getting charged tokens to use another nigga API, it has nothing to do with like the knowledge base. Like I know what an API is, I know how to make my own RESTful API and everything. I just personally hate working with it. Like I know how to. If you tell me to get under the hood and work with the API keys, make sure it's like sending somewhere to receive a message. Yeah, I know how to do that, but it's I wouldn't say tedious. It's like micromanaging when you're gonna. It's like marketing, bro. They gotta make sure that you don't run out of all the tokens or all the stuff that you have for the month. If you do, then that's a different issue. Like it's just a lot going on when you're working with API. So I just try to understand it and try to utilize it for the best use cases for me.
There's also some other trivial things here as well. Then, in the final release version, they made some new improvements to the watch thing, and you can now also ask questions with it by adding the AI thing with a question mark at the end. There's also now full support for Flash 2.0. It also now gives you a copy context option that allows you to copy the context of your chat based on the instructions you give. So, if you only ask it to copy the context without file details and stuff like that, you can do that. There's also some other stuff as well. So, those are the major upgrades. Now let me show you how all this works. So first of all, make sure that you upgrade Aider by running this command. Once that has been done, we can start using it. Let's start with the major stuff, which is the watch thing. So, what we'll need to do is open up our editor. Now here, just start Aider in the VS Code terminal with the model you want to use and also add the watch file flag. Now this will start Aider and it will start watching the files. So, let's try to do something. Now this is a Rust program that sorts a series of comma-separated numbers. And what I can do is just add a comment here and ask it to make it print the sorted numbers in descending order. Now we can just add AI at the end, and if we save it and wait a second, you'll see that it will automatically register that. Now it starts working on it. We'll need to wait a bit for it to finish, and it's now done. So, it did this pretty well, and that's basically how this works. This is pretty cool, because instead of adding a file to context and asking Aider to just work on that file, you can just ask it to work on this seamlessly through here. You can also ask it to just change a block of code. So, what you can do is start a comment, and then, where you think the block should end, add another one, and just ask what you want to do. Save it, and then again, it will take that into context and change it as required. So, this also works well and is super cool to use. But there's also another thing. So, if you want to have a more detailed change, you can do that as well. You can just write a comment like this with multiple lines by adding a hyphen on the next lines, and it will take that into context as well and do that. Another thing is that you can also mark multiple comments in it and save it at once, and then it can just get done with all those tasks at once, which is also great to use and see. So, that's the watch file thing. Another thing is the copy-paste mode. So, in the copy-paste mode, whatever thing that you do will be copied to your clipboard, and you can then paste it into any chat interface. Then copy the response from there, and it will automatically apply them as required. This is a good option if you use something like O1 Pro, which is only available with a $200 subscription or even the free tiers of Claude and stuff like that. So, that's also super cool to use. You can also check out one of my previous videos where I have explained this feature in depth. Another thing is that you can now set API keys and environment variables via Aider by adding a flag for either API key or set environment, then giving your provider name or the environment variable name and the value, and it will do that. So, that's super good. Another thing that I want to show is how you can use Gemini 2.0 Flash along with the 2.0 Flash thinking model to get some insane results as well, because I've been using it and it's really good. So, to do that, you can just create an Aider config file and just enter the main model or the architect model as Gemini 2.0 Flash thinking and the editor model as 2.0 Flash. Once it looks like this, just save it and then export your Gemini API key. Both are free on Gemini, so you can use that, and the rate limits are also good. Anyway, now once you run it,
Yeah, for those who's going to try this, make sure, like, even though it's free, make sure you understand what your rate limits are because it's almost like understanding what metrics it are mean something when you making a advertisement ad, right? There's certain metrics to your API that you just gotta understand for it to like make sense for you to use an API because you know it costs money. Just because this is free doesn't mean that it'll be free forever. So like understand your metrics and own your data. That's the only thing I could say when it comes to trying something out like this. Now, Ader did do some shit with that copy pasting. I won't lie to you. Like if I copy it off of Chat GBT, it'll already be registered into Ader. What I want to know is how. Like, is this something embedded? Like if I click copy, is it like automatically embedded to know that I'm about to paste something? So it's like waiting for the paste. It Part of me wants to look at it as groundbreaking, but I just want to understand how that part works because that could be like invasive quick. Like are you on my hardware waiting? Like, and if that is, then is there like a permission or something that you send to a nigga? Because that's not something that you feel me? That's not something that you just don't say. Like you don't just have the thing on the local hub and then be able to paste it once you hit copy like Hugging Face. Like, are you making sure that they're following all the terms and agreements too? That's really it when it comes to like the new advancement. Cause this is some groundbreaking shit. I'm not here to hate. I'm just here to make sure that for people on a day to day, it's safe for them. You don't want to have this shit on your laptop and then 10 years later, you hear Ada's being sued for mining cryptocurrency on your hardware. Like that'll be some shit. That will be some shit. That's all I'm asking.
the Flash thinking model will make a plan, and the general Flash will execute it. I have been using this because both of them are free and work well. So, this is a great thing, and this will always yield better results than just Flash. I have seen at least a 20% increase in performance on my things. Overall, it's pretty cool. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comments.
Yeah, so my thoughts is exactly what it is. Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe this video though. Um, isn't Flash thinking more suited for archetype mode? Love your videos. Can't wait to watch them. I'm like addicted. Yeah, I'm addicted too, man. Like I literally like it's a lineup, man, and you're in it. So like thank you for bringing the content. Make sure y'all check out 2 Minute Papers too. He does a great job at tackling new AI papers and machine learning papers that come out, new techniques, new theories, just new everything when it comes to this network and deep learning type of trend right now. So 2 Minute Papers is a good one by Cloud, the AI grid AI Flux, even though it's fuck AI Flux. I don't know. If you don't know why, see that creator is just very artificial intelligent. He doesn't look at everything the same, but he is a good content creator. So nonetheless, I ain't gonna say like he's not a good one. It's just fuck him. Yeah, fuck him. But make sure y'all comment on this video and get to use on Aider. Understand APIs, understand your rate usage, and yeah, see you in the next one.